Hey Bruce, how you doing? And Geezer, you guys been having a lot of fun here. Oh my goodness. Hey, Truth Fears. Hey, Stefan, how you doing, man? Z Peoples. Hey, Blake. Joseph, how you doing? Mark in. That video that you did on the Rolf Lang, holy cow, that was fantastic. I got to tell you about this video that Mark did. Mark in. Okay, a lot of marks. He did he has the most of you know this, but we had a Rolf Lang lent us a watch because sort of to get Rolf Lang watch knowing. So we each had it for a month. I started it and then sent it to who got it second, Clyde, and then he sent it to Andy, and Andy sent it to out. So it's been all over the country, and now it's out in Washington State, and then it's coming back to New York, and then in June it'll come back to me, and I hadn't seen it in a while, and we had taken some pictures of it and everything. So what Mark decided to take a video of it. My God, I saw that thing. I thought, holy smoke, what a gorgeous watch we had. And it was like, whoa. So I had sent Rolf an email earlier today, and I hadn't heard back from him yet. Rolf is pretty good about that. And I asked him about because we had asked him about getting one of his movements. And, I thought, yeah, maybe not. But then I saw that and I remembered, my God, no wonder it's like, here you got these handmade movements that are gorgeous, 3 hertz. So anyway, I don't know. I wanted to get all of the information because I wasn't sure. I get all of the emails in German, Google translate them, write them in English, and then Google translate them back into German. And so, sometimes I miss things. So anyway, geez. Hey, Bobby Legs, how you doing, man? Mark, how are you? Mark J and Mark N. Glad I liked it. My God, didn't it was just I did. Please get that up on High Horology Lounge, Mark N. Okay, because that is such a cool video, and you can really, really see that thing. Hey Blake, yeah, we're in good shape right now. They've had what it seems to do, this stupid virus, is that it hits nursing homes. And next thing you know, everybody in there is dead. And that's just freaky. I don't live in a nursing home. Some people think I should, but I don't. Hey, Drone Tube, how you doing, man? Rob Cole, how are you? Preston Luxury, Clip Gauge. Hey, Eddie Landsberg. So, hey, Eddie, did you see that video that Mark did? That is on the Rolf Lang. Take a look at it at the Rolf Lang site we made for you. Okay, I can help. All right, German wise. All right. Wait a minute, Stefan. You speak Austrian. It's a German I've got to know. Okay. Hey, Junior. Have you seen the Lange calendar perpetual in person? No, Blake, we're talking about really 2 different people here, I think, or 2 different watch companies, actually. One is Rolf Lang, L-A-N-G, and the one you're talking about is Lange, L-A-N-G-E, I think, okay? What we're trying to do, Blake, is to put together the best, highest, simplest horology watch we can. Eddie, take a look at it, man. I think you'll know what I mean when I said, God, what a great looking watch. So anyway, um, okay. So anyway, that's okay, Blake. You know, you wouldn't be the first person. That's all right. Okay. Yeah, evil man, huh? Stefan. Oh, it is Rolf Lang. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think Mark Inner's going to put it at High Horology Lounge. You can see it there. Hey, Fimmy's List UDD. Okay, let's talk now. Here we have all of these options, and it's hard to make up our mind. At least it's hard for me. Yeah, Drone, I like that. There you go. All right, so I had to watch Flipple already before the stream. Okay. All right, so let's hi howdy. Let's talk some more. We've got 3 options right now. We actually probably have more than that. But this is what I was thinking is that okay, great. Yeah, if you want to see Mark's video, go to High Horology Lounge and take a look at it. You get an idea of really the kind of quality we're talking about here. Okay. So, all right. So we can take a look at that. Now we know what he said is that if he he'd sort of stop everything he was doing, make at least 5 for us if that's what we wanted. And then what we would do is I had asked him some questions, and I hope when I hear back from him, I'll be able to tell everybody, what's going on with it. Let me see if I got it here. Nope. I was just checking my email real quick here to see if it came through. We had a crash this morning. Everything, the internet locked up on us, and it almost grabbed Geezer by the leg and dragged him away. So we got to be careful here. The Ferrari ventilators actually have Ferrari logo on them. How cool. Wow. Okay. Okay, Mark. Let's see. Politics, unfortunately, has made me quit on Facebook. Any other way to see other than High Horology Lounge? No, Mark. Yeah, I know Facebook is a zoo. God, I've gotten. I don't know. The people running it, I wonder about too. Anyway, okay. So let's talk about the options we have, and some of the things I thought is that what I've been thinking is that we'll sort of all do it together. But the more I thought about that, I thought, well, maybe we could have certain parameters that we could do together, and then let everybody sort of choose which direction they want to go. Oh, geezer. The Rolf Lang, the UWD 31.2, that's one with center seconds, and 3 would be the 3002, I believe, Vaucher. I think it's 3002. I'll double check on that. Now, every one of them has its ups and downs, or pluses and minuses. First of all, Vaucher, you got to buy 26, and about $1,000 a pop. So we'd have to get 20,000 people, not 20,000, 25 people. They'd have to have that all chip in $1,000, and then we would get an order from them. I had emailed them a few days ago, and somebody else here has too. We haven't heard back yet. Now, this is one of the problems trying to plan in the middle of a pandemic. All right. I mean, like, well, it's like in the middle of a war trying to get stuff done. But anyway, we can sort of put together what we can put together. Uh, and so that was one thing. Now, if we go with or those of us who choose to go with the Rolf Lang, that's going to be like a 44 millimeter watch, something like that, 44, 45 millimeters. It doesn't look that big. That was one of the reasons I wanted everybody to see Mark's video. Also, Mark adds some wrist shots too, so everyone can get an idea. And then let's see. Okay, so we have Vaucher. The second option is UWD 31.2. 31.2 is the center seconds. So we can do that individual if we want. In other words, we can go out and order one. Now, the thing about that, and I guess about any of these movements, if we then go back to Wout and Lannon and Kalen and have them make a special case for us for, if you're going to have a really high level movement, we want to have a high level case to go with it. But if some of us get one thing and some of us get the other, we're going to have modifications for that because they're all not going to fit in the same case. I'm trying to think, I forgot what the dimensions of the 3002 or it's either 3002 or 3004 Vaucher. Forget what the dimensions are, but it'll fit within a 40 millimeter. I know that. And then there's the, anyway, we'll have to, I'll try to put them all together. Okay. And then we were talking about, yeah, Fahrenheit. And then what we have to do is to talk about what we want on the dial. Again, it's just something we don't have to all go with the same dial. Somebody had mentioned the dial on this Vacheron Content 10, 1921, and so I put it on the head of the announcement we had today. So if you can see this, it's there. I'll put it this way. Probably still looking backwards to you, but it's sort of that font. And we had talked about another one that looked something like this. Okay, and then we have the Metropolis dial, and I wanted to, and I haven't had time. I'm going to redo this one so it has all numbers, and then for the model, we'll call it, we'll say Metropolis. Okay. Anyway, hey Tim, how you doing? Okay, we got a lot of marks there. Okay. All righty. So what have you guys been up to? If you get 100K subs, will you buy a Rainbow Daytona? No. No. All right. I'm not, I don't, what I would buy, if I buy a Rolex, it would probably be an Air King just because I like them. And they're not that popular among Rolex owners for some reason. Either that, well, I might get a Prince anyway. Those I really like. And I used to like the square one, and now I like the round ones on the Prince because the way they've done the guilloche in the front. This is what I wonder about. Why did Rolex get rid of that? And why don't they do more of that? The fact that nobody buys them isn't as important as your reputation as having some kind of innovation. And my God, that says a beautiful movement in that thing. The way the pattern guilloche in the front goes into the guilloche in the back. Why, this is like really creative talent. And so I think they took all the creative talent out. Let's shoot them, so we can have our line that we like. I don't know. Okay. Once bust down AP baby. What are you talking about, Blake? Why not VMF 5401 HM? Yeah, Joe. Well, this is the problem. Well, with those guys, you got to buy 25 of them. I don't know if it's, hey, we got 25 guys and we want one of these, one of these, one of these, like like you're sort of a menu in a restaurant. I don't know. What are you guys talking about? The Fitbit that Bill wears on his wrist kind of looks like a Richard. This? My, a Richard Mille? It looks like a skinny Apple Watch. A rap role model. That's me. All I need is Scott. I was listening to my music today while I was working on something. Making fun of urban watches. Who, me? I don't make fun of urban watches. I don't even know what they are. Had that, cuz you guys. Oh man. You guys are, what are you guys, a bunch of gangsters or something? There was a years ago when I was doing research on gangs, there was a guy, this is in San Diego, and they pretty much had blacks gangs that were either the Crips or the Piru or the Blood. The original name was Piru, but then they became the Blood. And so they arrested this guy who they thought was a Crip. And the guy says, I'm not a Crip. I'm nothing. So I was shooting him the Piru side, and he starts going, I says, what are you doing that for? I says, nothing. What's it to you? You're not a gangbanger. You're not a Crip. Why would the why would that bother you? Oh, he went bananas. That was awful of me. I used to be really a bad person, so I wouldn't do that today. Okay, so you gangsters, send them to the corner. Yeah, what happened to Mark Shea? Mark usually gets sent there. He's trying to stay out of trouble. Okay, hey Blake, how you doing? I was looking through the YouTube bank of videos and noticed when I searched for Piaget that not many videos have been done. I do have an opinion on Piaget. You will see tomorrow. Tomorrow you will see, Blake. There will be a little opinion, but I think there'll be more later, okay? Voice a documentary on gangsters. And I've done a book on gangsters. I spent enough time with them. There you are, Mark. How you doing, man? Okay, sorry to change the subject this morning. You were talking about the Siegel perpetual regulator availability. Oh yeah, that was this thing. I don't know what's going on with this. This is really funny. Okay, this is my $200 regulator from Perpetual. That's the name of the company. It's a company in Hong Kong. They had the perfect storm of everything bad going on. Now, after I got mine, apparently a bunch of people decided it was a good idea. So all of these people ordered them. They ran out, and now they're on they started their fourth version of it, or the fourth, I guess, manufacturer of it. So, okay, so everything starts going wrong with them. First of all, the movement is called as ST 1711, which is the regulator version of one of the Siegel movements. Okay, so they got that and they got a bad batch of them, so they had to send them back. After that, then there were all of these protests, heavy protests going on in Hong Kong. That messed things up. Okay, so then they say they finally getting everything and getting their ducks in a row, and wham, they got hit by the pandemic. So they sent out notices to people who had ordered them ahead of time and said, well, look, we can either gave them a deal on it, I think, since you guys have been so patient. We'll give it to you for a better price, better than $200. Okay. Or we'll give you a refund. Well, Bill thought, well, heck, I don't know what's going to happen. So he said, oh, just go ahead and send me a refund and later on. So anyway, so they come out with a notice and say, all right, now we're going to have it ready for August. Now this is before it was supposed to be ready in March, but with everything that's happened, I'm surprised they're still around. So anyway, so they came up and so Bill reordered and they said, no, you can't reorder. You wanted the refund, so go jump in a lake. And I thought, what? That's the way to run a watch company. Somebody wanted a refund. That was perfectly, made sense. Anyway, so that was pretty much the story. So now they have them. If you pre-order them, I don't know, there's some kind of down payment, like $100 or something. I don't know what it is. It's not much because these things, the price has gone up to $225 or something like that. And so anyhow, that's the rest of the story. We had after things got cut off. What's my favorite Beatle? The Bug of the Band. Those Chinese are, no, they're not, man. Blake, really, I've had a lot of business dealing with China, and they've all turned out very well. I'm sure they have some bad apples like everybody else, but really, I've had really good luck with dealings with China. I wonder what I have to do to get sent to the corner. No, it's reserved for Mark. Mark doesn't let anybody in his corner. Okay. Poor Mark. No, it's an exclusive place now. But let me see. Okay. You should react on producer Michael's collection. I don't know producer Michael. Change your name to Mark J. and say thank me to Susan to the corner. Mark, come on. I'm not that bad. My supplier got hanged. I mean, quarantined. That would be my luck. They strung up my producer. Okay, Rainbow Daytona. I don't even know what a Rainbow Daytona is. You guys, that's whatever it is. I hope you like it. I hope you get one and you're happy with it. Your favorite watch under $30,000. Under 30. Probably an FP Journe Chronomètre Souverain. That's one of my favorite watches anywhere, but I think those are still under 30,000. I'm pretty sure they are. The ones that have gone nutso are the Chronomètre Blues. They used to be the entry level FP Journe, but everybody liked them so much. They made them out of titanium and they didn't put a power reserve indicator on them, and they said, "Wow, if you want one, we'll sell them to you." Man, they just took off. Everybody loved them, and especially the blue dial they put on there is really just gorgeous. but then they took off and now they're $40,000. Not, you can't, I mean, you got to get in line for like 15 years to get a new one now. So, okay. I lost about 10 grand because of this pandemic. Whoa, man. I know a lot of people lost a lot of money. That's rotten. Yeah, that is bad. Sorry about that. Beetle Bailey, there you go. Hey Raj, how you doing? Producer Michael's watches are all bling and no horology. That's like, yeah, that's a great. I love that term, all bling and no horology. That's like a tech. When I lived in Texas, they said refer to person with all hat and no cattle. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okie doke. Good to know. Tartantalum. Watch habit. I probably said it wrong, but thank you for helping out. Okay. All right. No, because I don't pay taxes in the fifth dimension. Yeah, you, you don't you don't pay them when they send you up the river. Okay, watch with the best complicated movement. To me, that would be there's several of them, but I really like the best complicated movement I like is the what's it called? Remontoir Egalite. That is the best one. And the interesting thing about it is that when Bruce and I and I think it was who was it? I think it may have forgot. Anyway, we were talking to Forsey about it, Stephen Forsey, and he said they're complicated. Now, when you look at chronographs, there are a dime a dozen, but when you try to find a Remontoir Egalite, there aren't very many, and they're expensive. God, they're expensive. Marco Lang had one, a Langenheim. FP Journe has one, and there are a few more. Forsey, they had one. Gerbel and Forsey, they had one too. But he said they're very complicated to make, and not very many people can make them, and there are not many people who really find them something they really want. I'm going to have to settle for a true second that Jaeger LeCoultre have. I probably said that wrong. Andy had a thing for me that had a whole thing of pronunciation. The guy who the watches, I think is the name of it, really good videos this guy has. And he speaks perfect French and German and everything else. And I can't pronounce any of it with a bean, but I try. So he had a video, and I was watching the video how to pronounce everything and immediately forgot them. So I'll do the best I can. Okay, let's see what's going on. The new one from Vacheron Constantin, the one that has a huge power reserve. Blake, do you know? I mean, is it like what sort of group of models is it from? Yeah. Mark, the question about the UWD is, what materials? The one that I think they quoted us on is the one that's made out of, it's rhodinated. That's the one. So I'm pretty sure that's what we'd get. Yeah, it was you, me, and Adam. That's right, Bruce. And when he was telling us about it, and and that was sort of so to me. That's why it's the most interesting one, is that it's the most complicated one to do right, and the only one that is even near it that I know about is that I can afford is on the Jaeger-LeCoultre 2 second. I mean, I swear, a classroom clock is more interesting than the dial on a true second. But you know what's inside that sort of makes it cool. Zaza LeCount. There you go. All right, I can give you 23 pronunciations of JLC. All right, Stefan. I'll take any one of them. Uh, let's see. The original Polo Piaget version 2 reference. The only maybe time and date movement is 501D. Okay. Um, I like that watch a lot. Maybe it's the Piaget Polo S that I like. That's a very cool watch. I haven't seen that video. Hi, Quiet Church Mouse. I like to have a movement made of anti-magnetic metal. This is why I prefer gold. Okay, that makes sense. Twin Best Perpetual. Hey, Clyde, how you doing, man? Glad to see you. It's about $200,000. Oh, it's out of my universe. What's your favorite channel on YouTube? Oh boy, me and Archie. My favorite channel on my favorite watch channel is Clyde's channel. I like Clyde's channel. That's a lot of fun. Another one is the watches. That guy I told you who could pronounce everything right. That guy really impresses me. Hi, Sean. How you doing, man? Polio. Trivia at no charge. Actor George Sanders was the only man who married 2 out of 3 Gabor sisters. He was first married to Zsa Zsa Gabor, and then he married the older Magda Gabor. Good old cousin George. He likes Hungarian ladies. My favorite watch channel. There you go, Quiet Church Mouse. Thank you. Oh yeah, right, Clyde. Boy, I tell you, good luck. I mean that in a very sincere way. Good luck with you guys in Oklahoma. Hope everything works out for you. What? Okay, yeah, I know. Clyde doesn't believe in vaccines. Oh, rats. Uh, hey, Burnt Mount, how you doing? We're Jesus. Okay, guys. Listen, I've got to run now. I got to finish up tomorrow's video, and I think it's one you're gonna like. I hope so. Anyway, so but I gotta Brooke. Take care. Be safe. Wear your mask. Stay in home. Just be safe. And